Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking on keys to building a healthy relationship. So someone may ask, are there unhealthy relationship? Of course, there are unhealthy relationship. As a matter of fact, there are toxic relationships. So we are going to be talking on keys to building a healthy relationship. Relationship is a very important topic. So don't even try to shy away from it. Reason being that in your everyday life, you will interact with people. Probably you live with people in your house. Even if you live alone, you go to work, you go to market, you go to different places, perhaps school, or you go around and you do so many things. And all these places you go to, you don't communicate with spirits or ghosts, but you communicate with humans. So that is why we all need to have this basic knowledge about how to build a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship will go a long way to define or to determine the kind of life we will have. If you're going to have a healthy life, like a good life, it all have to also do with the kind of relationships you keep. Because you can't tell me you will go around having problems with everybody and you'll be happy. No, it's not possible. So you need people around you to lighten up your world. You need people around you that will understand you. You need people around you that you can communicate with. At least you need somebody, even if not everybody, you need somebody that can understand you at least. So relationships could come in different form. We have relationships in form of romantic partnership. That's what we talk about spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, and the rest of it. We have relationship like in family bonds where we have mother, father, children, relatives, and the rest of it. We also have friendship, and we could have relationship in professional um, aspects. That's in your workplace and the rest of it, your academics and all that. So we are going to be talking about general keys to building a healthy relationship. For Christ's sake, you need it. I need it. We need it. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. So the first thing on our list here is communication. Communication. I wouldn't say it is most important to women or men. It is general. Communication is an important aspect of a relationship. This is because we need an honest and a sincere communication to be able to transport, to be able to express our mind, our feelings, our desire, our thoughts, whatever we think. This is because different people think differently. They understand things differently, and that's the reason why they act differently. People from different homes understands things differently based on the environment in which they grew up, their family upbringing, their religion. I mean, so many things constitute to the reason why people behave the way they do. So you don't just assume that should understand what you're thinking. You don't assume that I should understand what you feel. Although there is a room for that. And it doesn't mean somebody is daft to perhaps one's feeling or anything. No. It is right for someone to understand you, but on the general base. Don't always expect somebody to understand what you feel, what you think, what you want. Communicate it. Say it out. If you have someone that is able to read you and understand you at a glance, perfect. You are so lucky. But don't hang yourself on that. Don't always depend on that, because in as much as people understand the same thing in different ways, there is a possibility that somebody will not totally understand you from every angle. So that is why you need to spill it out. Say what you want, the way you want it. Make it plain and let the person you are relating with have a full knowledge of what you want at a certain time. Because most times people make this mistake of, you should have known it. You should understand it. Come on, you should know it. You should know it. Don't expect anybody to know anything. Say it. So that you will have a base of judgment if perhaps you need to judge. So you have to communicate your feelings. So that you not be dying in silence, because there are so many people that say, but I expect him to have known it. I expect her to have known it. Stop expecting. They don't think the same way you think. They don't reason the same way you reason. They don't understand things the same way you reason. You understand things. So try to say the things you want, the things you feel the way you want it. Try to say it out. That's why we said be honest in your communication and be plain about it. There are rooms for games, for perhaps trying to check one's height, IQ, the height of intelligence and the rest of it. Yes, but in a relationship, for you to be able to maintain a cordial relationship, please spill it out. It will save you from lots of problems. Many people die in silence because they believe you should have, and maybe they are thinking you should have, and in your mind you have no single thought about what they are thinking you should do, and the other will keep on dying in anger, bitterness. Yeah, you should have done it. Maybe you're wicked. Maybe this. People have so many. If you imagine what goes through, if you imagine the kind of thoughts that goes through people's mind, you'll be scared. So please stop the assumption. Spill it out. I think that point is clear. Now the next point on our list is trust. My dear, I would say trust is a foundation in building any form of relationship. And my dear, trust doesn't come overnight. Oh. It doesn't come overnight. It comes gradually. That is why you should not take a moment for granted. That's why I've always advised people, be real. Much of pretense can even make you run into building up lies, and the rest of the day it will crash. You will wish you never started. So please, every little thing you do, every little thing you say, every little way you act goes about to build a trust, be it a strong or a weak trust. So everything depends on you. If you say somebody you are going to be in a relationship with, try as much as possible to build trust. Because it goes, let's say for instance, in a case of husband and wife, let your husband be able to trust you when he is not around. Can he even trust you with his money? Or are you somebody that immediately his money gets into your hand, you keep on squandering until the whole money disappears? Can he trust you that his friends are coming to his house when he's not there? Can he trust you around his friends? Can he trust you around his family members? Please, I'm not just talking about the women, even the men. Can you be trusted? Or are you always, or is your partner always scared whenever he's not around, and whenever she's not around, and you alone, you are to attend to maybe his business partners and the rest of it? You need to develop trust, because by the time you've been able to build trust in your partner, you yourself, you will enjoy it. So that is why anyhow you want to do it, try to build trust in your relationship. It will go a long way to save you. Okay, the next thing on our list is respect. Sometimes, to an extent, some people make it feel that people should be respected based on what they are able to bring to the table. No. People should be respected based on their age. No. For you to have a healthy relationship, there should be respect from both parties. No, respect one's choice. Respect one's privacy. To an extent, there are times, there are people that will say, never you go through my phone. If that is what is going to make the relationship to be fine, please obey it. Try to respect people in their opinions. For Christ's sake, everybody has a say. Don't try to, after all, what can you bring to the table? You talk down on the person. It's not going to be a healthy relationship. So if there's anything that is going to make you to disrespect somebody you want to be in a relation, I think that is good enough to actually dissolve the relationship. If you can't respect someone in a relationship, maybe based on whatsoever thing you think is the reason, then to me, I would advise you not even to even start it. Don't start the relationship so that you, if you eventually start any day, you'll be able to enjoy it. Okay, because it is because of some people's character that makes people to get scared. I've heard so many people say, I'm so scared. Will I ever get married? I mean, where will I even get a good partner to marry? These are some of the factors that get people scared. If you are not ready, please let it not exist. Respect, it goes a long way. Even in a family, how do you respect your parents, you children? How do you respect your partner's mother? How do you respect your husband as wife? How do you respect your husband? Wife, how do you husband, how do you respect your wife? Everybody deserves it. Respect is not meant for a masculine figures or the big pocket figures. Like, what do you have to bring? No, it's not it. It should be a general thing. If you must have a healthy relationship. Now, the next thing on our list is support. My dear, why do you even need all this relationship? No one is an island. If you have all the money in the world, you could need emotional support. You know, there are some times that a man will come home, probably from work or from whatever. It's not as if he's hungry. He is not hungry. He just wants you, perhaps the wife, the friend, he just wants you to sit. Not necessarily for the romantic relationship, sex or whatever. No. He just wants you to sit and just be there. Just your presence alone. Sometimes is what they need. Many people need emotional support. Of course, financial support should not be overlooked. Sometimes it is not just the money, it is not just the romantic talk, it is not everything. It is okay. What about the physical help? In what area? When one is in need, can someone trust you that yes, when I am in need, you will come for me? Relationship, let me tell you the truth. There are so many sacrifices that should be made in a relationship. Oh. You know, sometimes you need to compromise in different areas to maintain a healthy relationship. So it is not just a one-way sided kind of a thing. That is why if you are in a relationship, my dear, don't be a parasitic somebody. Just be ready to do what? To give. Be ready to sacrifice. Be ready to offer assistance, help of whatsoever nature it may come. So support is a very crucial aspect of relationship. So take note of that. Okay, the last thing we're going to talk about here is healthy boundaries. In our last, I'm not going to emphasize much on this because in our last video, yes, healthy boundaries is one of the things, in fact, was the topic of our last video. Healthy boundaries, my dear. Even in relationships, you need to keep boundaries. You need to keep boundaries. Like we said, everybody have their personal life. You have your personal goal, dream, things you want to pursue. If you have somebody that is always all over you, that there is no breathing space, there is no boundary to what to be discussed at a certain time, there's no boundary to the discussion, there's no boundary to a discussion, there's no boundary to what you say, there's no boundary to what you eat, there's no boundary to anything. That means you are just like living a reckless life. It doesn't work out. So what we need to do is we must create boundaries if our relationship must be a healthy one. Yes, and the boundaries should be respected. So in other words, relationship, be it the romantic one, be it the family bonds, be it professional relationship, whatsoever relationship you are into, you need to observe these few keys. Of course, there are more, but you need to observe these few keys for you to be able to make you the best out of it. Because like we said, if you're able to build a healthy relationship, it will go a long way to determine the kind of life you will have. Because If you have happy people around you, people that understands you, people that keep to the boundaries you set, people that can support when you need it, people that are always there and open and not carrying grudges in their mind, but they're open to communicate what they think, my dear, you'll be in safer hands. When you smile, when you laugh, you are not afraid of somebody misunderstanding you. For Christ's sake, you will have a good life, a free life. So please, take note of what we've listed and try to apply them in your relationship. Definitely, I know that when you keep up applying all that we are saying, you will definitely begin to have a better life because your relationships will definitely improve and you will be happy. So, see you in our next video. Bye for now. Love you. Thank you.